If you're struggling to get good scores on PR stunts, there's a fair chance that it's because your car simply isn't good enough. With the help of this video, you should be able to easily get 3 stars and get up the sharp end of the leaderboards on every type of PR stunt. So let's get into it. First of all, we have the speed traps. For the ones that have nice long run-ups that are on asphalt roads, you're going to want to use a Koenigsegg Jesko with a top speed tune. However, that covers fairly few of the speed traps, because for most of them, the ideal run-up will be some obscure cross-country route where you'll be best off using a Koenigsegg Jesko that has a good off-road tune. Using this method to get good run-ups is often not too easy though, and it can take a lot of time to get it right. So if you just want to be able to quickly and easily get 3 stars for the ones with only a short strip of road before the speed trap, you're going to want something that can build up enough speed in a short space of time, which is something that the Chevrolet Pro Stock Camaro is ideal for. And then if you toss an off-road tune onto it works just as well for the speed traps that are off-road. Moving on to the speed zones, things are a lot more simple. For the ones on asphalt roads, the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento Forza edition is comfortably the best, because it's able to carry so much speed through the corners. And then when it comes to the off-road ones, it's the Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR that is the best car. This does, however, exclude the speed zones that are pretty much straight. Those ones are more of a job for the Koenigsegg Jesko. As for danger signs, there's a lot more in common with the speed traps, in that you're going to be best off taking some kind of obscure cross-country run-up for a lot of them. For the ones where this is the case, it is of course a job for the Koenigsegg Jesko, and the same also goes for the ones where a cross-country run-up is not needed and you can take a nice long run-up on asphalt roads. However, once again, if you're only looking to get 3 stars without too much effort, then the Pro Stock Camaro is certainly going to be worth using for some of the ones that only have a short space of straight road or dirt track before the danger sign. Moving on to the Trailblazers, it's a very familiar car that you're going to want to be using for the majority of them, and there's no prizes for guessing that it's the Koenigsegg Jesko with, of course, the off-road tune. The car does sometimes bottom out when you hit the bigger bumps with a lot of speed, so you do sometimes need to take a few attempts in order to get the line right, but for the most part it's very reliable and an easy way of getting good scores on Trailblazers, except for 2. For the one that goes through the city of Guanajuato, the Trailblazer is more like a speed zone, so unsurprisingly the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento Forza edition is the best car for that one. And then for the one in the canyons, because the Koenigsegg Jesko doesn't cope too well with some of the turns you have to make, the Mercedes CLK GTR is therefore the better choice. Finally, we have the drift zones. For the ones on asphalt roads, it's somewhat split between the Lotus Evija and the BMW Isetta. The Evija seems to generally be better overall, especially in the drift zones that have less sharp corners, while the Isetta I think has a slight edge on those tight and twisty corners. Although with that said, if you struggle with drifting, you may not find it easy to use either of these cars, because they both are on a bit of a knife edge and they take some getting used to. So if you're after something that's easy to drift with, I recommend jumping into one of the Formula drift cars, because those things hold the angles very nicely, as you'd probably expect. As for the off-road drift zones, you're going to want to use the Willys MBG. It's super easy to drift with and never seems to have any problem with any of the bumps in the off-road terrain, so it is without a doubt the best off-road drift car. And with that, you should now be all sorted when it comes to PR stunts in Forza Horizon 5. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.